All right, we're recording. Happy Thursday, you guys. I'm going to mute everyone. And then if you have questions as we go on, you can just unmute yourselves. All right. So tonight we're going to talk about how to succeed with muscle burns fat. If you have not tried out the sample workout, please try it out because you're going to love it just like all of us. Just let me know if everyone has tried it out in the chat. All right. So we're going to go over, just some of the house rules for our challenge group just so that you can succeed. And then we're going to go over the nutrition, which is one of the most important parts of your journey so that you can succeed, right? 80% of your results is going to come from that. So let me just start by introducing myself for those that don't know me. I'm Gabby Lopez. I'm Gabriela Lopez. I've been a coach for 6 years now, and I started, and I still continue to be a challenger first, right? Because if you're not a challenger first, then we're not moving our journeys along. We're not moving our health and fitness along. And so that has to be, priority number one. And so when I first joined, I was seeking to lose the post-baby weight. Many of you guys have heard my story, so I won't bore you. But basically, I joined a challenge group just like, many of you joined for just specifically this program, or you've been with us for a while now, right? And I joined not knowing one person. I only knew my coach, and she was my photographer for my maternity pictures and my my newborn pictures, etc. And I followed her for like 8 months, and then I decided like, okay, enough is enough. Let me stop being a creep and let me like just reach out and ask for help. And I did. And I didn't know not one person in that group. So, and I say this because I know that many of you guys are coming in and don't know anyone, maybe not even your coach, right? That you just been following. And so when I joined, I was like, who are all these women? And this is so cool that all these women have goals and that, they're helping each other and they are motivating each other and, and they're pushing each other. And immediately I fell in love with the challenge group. And I was that person, commenting on people's posts and asking what recipe and just being there, right? So all of that to say that the ones that are in the group, the ones that are in the chat, because now we have a new thing, right? That we've created chats for you to stay connected on a daily basis. The ones that are in there are the ones that are going to get results because you're committed. You're committed to your journey and you're committed to your teammates, right? And so you show up for them and they show up for you. So make sure that you remember that. Remember that the more invested you are in this journey, the more results you're going to have because you're going to take it serious. You're going to think about, making sure that you show up for that workout, making sure that you're, meal prepping, making sure of all of that. And so 2 weeks into it, I was running out of Shakeology because Jorge was also doing the challenge with me. And I was like, oh, nah. I was like, you're going to need to get your own Shakeology, bro. So, so I reached out to my coach and I was like, what other flavors can I taste, right? And so she was like, Gab, she's like, why don't you just sign up for the discount account and just become a coach? And I'm like, I'm like 2 weeks into this. Like, what do you mean become a coach? I was like, no. I was like, I just want to get another bag of shake. And she was like, yeah, but you could become a coach and get 25% off. And I was sold. I was like, what? I'm a numbers girl. I started doing the numbers and I'm going to show you, why I signed up to be a coach. And I had no idea that there was a business opportunity behind that. And so I was just like, all right, I'm just going to save money and I'm going to do it. And a year later, I had lost 50 pounds because I committed to my fitness, because I committed to drinking Shakeology on a daily basis, because I committed to my nutrition, and I committed to really, you know, leaning into this community, right? And so I know that if I can do it, trust me, anyone can do it, because I was the girl who was not into fitness. I was the girl who would sign up for gym membership and go for a month and then be charged for the next 11 months and not go, right? And so I was not outdoorsy. No. So I know for a fact that if I could do it, anyone here can do it. If you can read and follow instructions, you can reach your goals. All right. So, the other thing I want to mention is that, you know, I've been here 6 years, right? And so my results, I lost 50 pounds in 1 year. It didn't happen with one program, right? It didn't happen in 1 month. So whatever your goal is, it's good to write it out so that you know what you're going after, but also, you know, have some grace with yourself that it's not going to happen overnight, because you did not gain the weight overnight. It took time for you to get to where you are today, right? And so if you don't quit, you will see success, right? So be patient with this journey, because this is a lifestyle, right? This is a lifelong journey. And if you see it that way, you will succeed. But if you see it as just a 21-day journey, you will get results. Absolutely. Because, you know, Beachbody has the best nutrition programs. They have the best fitness programs. So you will see results, but you have to look at this as a lifestyle change so that it can impact your life. All right. So remember that. All right. So what are we waiting for in the mail? What did you get? If you got a completion pack or a challenge pack, right? You will get either Shakeology or the Performance Stack, which is your pre and post workout supplements, or both if you got the deluxe, right? You will get early access to Muscle Burn Fat. You will get Beachbody On Demand for an entire year. You will get early access, of course, to Muscle Burn Fat Advance as well. You will get the bod ropes, all right? You will get a set of, let me backtrack. You will get the nutrition guide for Beachbody. You will get the calendars and the Getting Started Right guides. All right, the completion pack and the challenge pack also will unlock, or already unlocked for you, and I'm going to show you where to find them, 2 robust nutrition programs that I invested in. I paid for those. You got them for free. All right. So this has never been done in the 6 years that I've been a coach. This is the first time they're doing it, and they're doing it with this program. They are unlocking 2 nutrition programs, the 2B Mindset and the Ultimate Portion Fix. Those are amazing programs that you can try, and I'm going to show you. They are video based, and so you can follow it, you know, 1 video at a time. They're not long videos, and you can keep track of that progress. But utilizing these nutrition programs is going to be so key for your success. So you unlock those 2 nutrition, even if for that, right? It was so worth the investment, you guys. Those nutrition programs are so key because, again, 80% of your results comes from that. And you're going to get a set of portion control containers, and also you're going to get the 2B Mindset tracker. All right. So the 2B Mindset tracker, the 2B Mindset program that's not the one I follow. So, and Wendy's going to help me tonight with talking about nutrition. We follow and it's funny because I always say this, but I definitely do keep these here. This is the system I follow because it's so simple for me, right? It's so simple for Wendy. It becomes second nature. I'm not knocking 2B Mindset because we have Sulimar. She's not on the call right now, but she follows the 2B Mindset, and it's an amazing program as well. But it's more about a plated system, and it's more about more vegetables throughout the day as the day progresses. But you still eating from, you know, you're not measuring anything. It's just more on a portion on the plate. So if that's your jam, you know, you can check it out because now you have access to it, right? So So I think those are all the things that you will get. I just wanted to say that. Also, if you're still waiting for your pack, you don't have to wait to get started on Monday, you guys, right? Because we have access to everything virtually. Yeah, you might not have your Beachbody, I mean, your bod ropes, but that's okay because you can air rope, right? In the meantime. And hoping that we get them on time, which is why it was so important to get your packs on the 7th when this thing went live. What else? Your Shakeology. If you've been with us, you still you got some, you still have some, or the performance line. If not, that's fine. Just get started with the nutrition. We're gonna teach you all that, and then as soon as your shake comes, you get started with that. All right. What else? All right, so I'm gonna show you because I know that for some of you guys, it was new to become a discount member. Hang on, because here we go. I want to share my screen with you guys to show you. So I know some of you guys freaked out because you saw the word coach and you were like, wait, Gab, what do you mean? Can you see my screen? Yeah? All right. So you guys, some of you guys were like, wait a minute, I'm not ready to be a coach. What are you talking about, right? And that's fine. I freaked out, and I'm not asking you to be a working coach, you guys, but I freaked out too. So I totally get where you guys were coming from when I was like, well, it's only available for coaches or for discount account holders, right? And you guys almost were like, no, I'm not doing this right now. But you did, and you're here. So I just wanted to show you the benefits, right? And the different path of what that word coach means. All right. So you can be, and I have coaches that have been with me for 6 years. As a matter of fact, I'm going to put her on the spot. Vicky was a discount coach for how many years? 2? 1? Oh, 4 years. Oh my God. Okay, so 4 years she was a discount member, which means that she loved Shakeology, right? And she loved the performance line, and she was okay there. And she said, Gab, like, I just want the discount. So I'm gonna break it down so you guys can, I'm a visual learner and many people need to see it in writing. So I'm gonna show you what it looks like. So what does that mean? You're not selling anything, 0 sales, right? You just love the products and the programs, right? And you love our community and you want to take advantage of the 25% off, right? And you want insider info before regular customers. That's what you're getting right now, right? And you have access to Megan. If you are not in that group with Megan, you have access to her, you guys, right? And then I'm going to, show you what a hobby coach is, and then I'm going to break down the numbers. A hobby coach is all the same as a discount coach, right? And they share their journey. They invite other people to join them. I mean, it's kind of like, they do it when they feel comfortable doing it, right? And they earn commission on sales they make. And they attend live coach events, right? They just love the community. So they participate. They're kind of like in and out, right? So that's what they do, this as a hobby. So they get paid as a hobby. And then you have working coaches, like your coach who invited you to this group, and myself. So I've been working this business for 6 years, because when I started, as I said, I started for the discount, and I started sharing I was sharing my story because I was like, every single mom, everybody should be doing this from their home. I didn't understand the gym. I didn't like going to the gym, but I also was breastfeeding at the time, and I didn't want to leave my son with anyone. And so I thought, everyone who doesn't have time should be working out at home. And so I was just sharing it with my friends. And then when I got my first check, and it was like $332 or $337 or whatever it was, I know it was like 3 something. I was like, wait, they pay for this? I literally did not know Beachbody paid for sharing, because I share my favorite hair products, and I share the restaurants that I go to, and we share Netflix, right? I was just sharing. And then I was blessed with this opportunity. And so that's what a hobby coach is. And then now, as I said, then I became a working coach, right? And so I want the freedom. I run and lead my own groups, right? I lead a team of coaches. I earn reward trips. I've earned, I believe, 6 already. And I've been to Cancun. I've been to Riviera Maya. I've been to Punta Cana. I've been on a cruise. That's what Beachbody does, right? And I earn a full-time income. That's what a working coach is. So let's talk about, right. So right now, some of you are here and that's okay. And you can remain there forever and you are fine there. All right. We're going to love you as much as I love my working coaches. You don't have to be a working coach. You don't have to be a hobby coach. But in the process of all of this, right, if you invite a friend or two, that's totally fine too. And if you don't, that's totally fine too. All right. So why does it make sense, guys, to be a VIP customer or a discount coach? Because as a customer, if you love Shakeology, you're going to pay $129.95, right? And that's like $433. And to me, that's worth it. I was okay with paying that when I started my journey. But then if you can save 25%, why not, right? So now instead of your shake shipping at $129.95, it ships at $97.46. But like any membership that you belong to, BJ's, Costco, what do? They charge you an annual membership fee so that you can take advantage of discounts, right? So you can go there and purchase wholesale prices, right? And just take advantage of that. So same thing with Beachbody. They charge $15.95, depending on where you are, $16, etc. $17 in New York, because of course we pay more taxes here. But that's the fee that you pay. So let's say $15.95 just to keep it average. So if you add 97 and $15.95, you guys, right? You're saving $16.54 on that bag of Shakeology. Why not? You're still saving. It's like, so now you're paying like $114 for that bag as opposed to $130. Why not? I know that I like a saving. I was that girl walking around with the Ziploc box. Thank God for technology. Now you have coupons, you know, like apps here, like literally a Ziploc with like a, you know, I didn't have a coupon bag. I know people used to be hardcore. So anyway, so that's your savings. You know, you save 32 minus the coach fee. You end up saving 16 in a year. If you are committed to Shakeology, you're saving $200. So that's why it makes sense for you to have signed up with the discount membership. All right. The other piece of this is that you can, you know, you can pick your path and stay here with one of these 3, or you can cancel if you decide that this is not for you. And Beachbody does not hold you for a time period. No, they don't play that. You want to, you know, you want to cancel, you can cancel. No questions asked. All right. So now let me talk to you about next steps for you. So some of you have been with us since, you know, the beginning of the year with Bar Blend. Some of you might have joined with Mes de Mas. This might be your first program. So welcome, right? So what are we going to do first? If you finish the program or you're starting a program, the first thing you're going to do is you are going to take measurements. All right. You're going to, so get a measuring tape. So it's Thursday. You still have a few days. If you don't have a measuring tape, please get a measuring tape. And you're going to measure your bust. You're going to measure your waist. You are going to measure your hips. You are going to measure your, the bigger part of your arm and your legs. All right. What else are you going to do? You're going to take pictures. Pictures are super important as well. And I'm going to go over why these measurements, right? You're going to take front pictures, back pictures, and side pictures. And these you want to do with the same outfit every time you do it. So you could do it either the night or the day before you start the program, or if you finish the program, you know, do it the day after you finish your program, obviously. And then you want to weigh yourself, right? And the way you weigh yourself, this is my recommendation. You do it in the morning. And every time you weigh yourself, you want to do it at the same time. You don't want to wait till the end of the night, because why? Or in the middle of the day, because you've eaten, right? You've drank. So that's going to contribute to your weight. So you want to do all of this in the morning. And I always say, you know, do it after you use the bathroom and you've emptied out anything you need to empty out, because that's the true reflection of your weight. And use the same thing. Use the same clothes every single time. So the same workout outfit every single time you weigh yourself, or do it the way I do it, the way God brought me to this world, right? Because there's nothing extra. All right. So why is Gabby telling you to do these pictures? God, I don't like to see myself in pictures. I don't want to even see how much I weigh. I don't even want to know how many inches, right? Because guess what? Those are your goodbye stats. Those are the ones that you are going to need to compare. Those are the ones that you're going to look back and say, wow, look how far I've come. And we have people that sometimes don't want to do it because they refuse. And then they're like, oh my God, like my clothes are loose. And oh my God, like I, went down 2 pant sizes, or all this great stuff. And they're like, and I don't even know where I began, right? And so they can't gauge. And so it's so important, because remember, you're looking at the full picture. You can't just base it on weight. You can't just base it on weight, because that's not the true reflection of all the changes happening to you, right? And so remember, so it's going to be, your weight, it's going to be your inches, it's going to be your picture. Sometimes when you see people putting in pictures of before and after in the chats, right? Or in the group, and you see such a difference. Sometimes you look at yourself in the mirror and you're like, I don't see a difference. I don't, because you're looking at yourself on a daily basis. The moment you put those two pictures together, you're like, oh, wow, like I didn't even see that coming. So you have to look at everything, because sometimes you're going to lose weight. One week you might lose 2 pounds. Another week you might not lose anything, right? But you're losing inches. Or maybe your clothes, are fitting better, looser. So how's your mood? So you got to look at all of that, you guys. It's so important. All right. All right. So those are the things you're going to do. We talked about, participating in the group. So essential, right, to your journey, and also in the chat, if your coach has a chat. And what else? Okay. So your supplements, we talked about, they might be on the, still en route to you. Doesn't mean that you don't start. You start without them. All right. Many of my girls started Mes de Mas without them, and they still had amazing results, right? Because COVID is the culprit of delays right now. The CDC has regulations, Beachbody has to abide by them. And so that being said, and on top of that, there's so many people joining, right? Because they can't go to the gym. So all of that, you got to take all of that into consideration, but that does not mean that you stop your journey from starting. The other thing is, before we go into me showing you everything on BOD and where to find the nutrition programs, and talking about our nutrition programs, I want to talk to you a little bit about what has worked for everyone that has joined before you. The only difference between you and I, or you and Wendy, or you and any of the girls that are getting amazing results, is that they started before you. It's the only difference. All right. And I want you to remember this. They are using a system that has worked for millions of people. And the system that we use is us starting a program from day one and finishing it. In this case, is going to be 21 days, and then 1 to 21 again, right? Just so that you know, we're going to do muscle burn fat twice, because by the time muscle burn fat advance comes out, we're going to have like 2-week lag. We're not going to just sit around and do nothing, right? So we're going to do it again. So we start a program day 1 and we finish it day 21. What else? We follow a nutrition program. All right. That's important. And that doesn't mean that, you have to give up. I know Wendy it's going to kill me right now for saying this out loud, but, because you see her, she's strict. She starts all her girls 100%. Me, I say, you know, if you want to go 100%, you can go 100%. You want killer results, go 100%, right? I know that for me, when I do, I decide which program I want to go 100%, and I give up wine, I give up everything. But there are programs that I'm like, you know what, I'm going to do the 85, the 80-20 type of rule, and I still have my wine, not every day. We're going to teach you how to do it, right? I still have the chocolate, I still have the cookie, etc. It's a lifestyle. You get to do that, because if you didn't, then you would give up. Okay. So you follow the nutrition, you drink your nutrient dense shake. That's what's going to give you energy. That's what's going to give you the nutrients, the vitamins, the minerals, the, you know, the probiotics, the fiber, the digestive enzymes, everything that you need that our food system is lacking these days, right? And so it's all in one cup, you guys. And you're going to lean into this community. That's the system. Super simple. If you can follow that, you're going to get results. But if you come in here and you try to cut corners and you decide what works for you or what will work for you, then we can't promise results like that. We can promise what we've been doing, because success leaves clues, right? And so we can say, hey, if you do it this way, it's going to work because I've done it this way and it's worked. Now, if you try it your way and you don't get results, then we're going to go back and say, but you didn't do it our way. We told you to do it this way, right? So don't cut corners. Give yourself 21 days fully to do it this way, and you will be amazed by the results that you will get. All right? All right, so I see a lot of messages. I hope that coaches are in there answering questions, or hopefully it's just comments. All right, so I'm gonna share my screen and I'm gonna show you guys Beachbody On Demand and how to access those 2 robust programs that you received. Let me share my screen one more time. Can you see my screen? All right, cool. All right, you guys, so here we go. So if you've never been to Beachbody On Demand and you're like, what is that virtual gym you keep talking to me about? This is it. So it's like the Netflix of fitness, right? So go to beachbodyondemand.com on your laptop or computer, or you can download the app Beachbody On Demand on your smart TV. Just go to the application store on your iPad, on your phone, on any device, right? You can download it. And then you're gonna log in with the email address that you provided your coach with and the password you created to get into this account, all right? So I'm in here and I have access to all these amazing programs. So where do you see, well, muscle burn fat is there. Where do you see the nutrition stuff? You go under program. Oh, and by the way, because I was already logged in, I'm going to show you. You see this little person icon? It's either going to say, I think it's sign up or log in. You're going to go to log in because you already have an account. Sometimes you guys get confused and you're like, well, it's asking me to pay again. No, that's because you're going to sign up. Go to log in, all right, because you already have an account. All right, so muscle burn fat, I'm going to go there in a second, but I want to show you where we at here. Nutrition Center. So there's 2 ways you can access your 2 robust programs, the 2B Mindset and the Ultimate Portion Fix, all right? The other thing that you'll find here is there's information on Shakeology, right? Don't take my word for it. Go and do research. Learn about it, right? Shakeology. We also have the Fixate. Oh my God, why is this moving like this? Cook Show. Cook Show. So Autumn Calabrese and her brother, Bobby Calabrese, they have an amazing show with a ton of recipes. And the beauty of this is that you can actually either watch the videos, which are super, super, super short, And they have recipes for breakfast all the way to dinner and everything in between, even drinks and treats and desserts and all that. So anyway, and they also, if you don't want to watch the video, they have a section where you can just grab the recipe. All right. So this is important to have these available to you. So either here on Beachbody On Demand, or you can download the nutrition app, the Beachbody Nutrition app on your phone as well, and it's there. But now they've kind of put everything together, which is even better, so that you don't have two apps. All right, so we'll come back to this in a second, but guys, you can actually go in now and start to read about 2B Mindset, and it's video based, and I'm gonna go into the Ultimate Portion Fix in a minute so you can see. Or, you know, you can read about them and then decide which one. Maybe you want to follow 2B Mindset the first 21 days of the muscle burn fat. Maybe the next 21 days you want to see if the Ultimate Portion Fix is for you, right? You can try both out. They're yours and they're yours forever, all right? All right, so I'm going to go up to muscle burn fat.
Flash, don't pee on that, espérate, ven.
Hang on one second. Let me mute. Okay, there we go. All right, so here we go. So now I'm here. If you haven't tried the sample workout, you can just go to sample workout. All right. Also, guys, they make these videos so that to make your life easy. Getting started with MBF. They're super short, 7 minutes. Meet Megan. I loved her story. Look, it talks about, hang on one sec. Did I do that? I don't know. It talks about nutrition. So see this, one of them is for the Ultimate Portion Fix and the other one is the 2B Mindset. So start here so that you can decide which route, right, you want to go with. And then she talks about form, basic form 101 and basic movement prep 101. Guys, essential for you to do before Monday. All right, so make sure that you take some time throughout, you know, the remaining of the week and the weekend to get ready. All right. So that's, and so once you want to find, now let me see, the actual workouts, you go here. So this is just start here, workouts, and then week 1 is there already. Actually, they're starting to put them in one day at a time. So here we have up to day, we have up to day 5 now. And this week we're kind of just sampling them. We start day 1 officially on Monday, all right? So, and then now I'm gonna show you program materials. This is where you're gonna find all the things about this program. Let me see. All right, so here's the calendar, but you're gonna get a printed version. But if you wanna print it in the meantime, if you don't have your package yet, I love to cross, you know, each day. The more X's you see or checks you see, like the more motivated you get to finish. You know, this is the Getting Started Right guide. You're gonna get this printed as well. And this is where you take your measurements, you guys. So this is so important to have. So if you don't, you know, if you don't receive your package by Monday, that's fine. Just print it out, right? She breaks down the type of workouts that she does. She also does that actually during the sample workout. These are your measurements, right? Week 1, and then at the end of week 3. So make sure that you're utilizing that. All right, what else? Oh, the tracker sheet. She talks about the tracker sheet and during the sample workout as well. See, for each block, just so that you can gauge your progress to see what kind of weights you're using. And then this way, you know, you can see where you are week 1 and where you finish on week 3. So make sure that you print that as well. All right, what else? So then nutrition, and everything is in Spanish and in French as well. All right, so this is the Beachbody Guide to Nutrition. See, I'm not gonna touch upon this one. This is kind of like the conventional, what's it called, Wendy? Is she there?
I just think that it's the basic kind of nutrition follow-up, but it's just kind of like an outline of it. We either do the 2B Mindset or the Ultimate Portion Fix. I mean, it kind of
So, and you can use this. This is this one. You're gonna get this in your pack, by the way, you guys. This is moving a little slow, and it's gonna talk about all the supplements. I'm scrolling. So this is the ultimate portion fix that we'll talk about, and then the 2B mindset. I just wanted to show you, if you followed the basic portion control, because tonight we're going to talk about time nutrition, you can go ahead and just easy. You can choose what calorie bracket you fall under, what plan, by looking at your weight. So if you want to lose, just, you know, figure out where you lie here, and then that's where, you know, you lie. So for example, I want to build mass, right? And so I weigh on, where am I? Right here. I'm under this bracket, so I need to be eating 2,100 calories for a beginner to intermediate, which is this program, okay? Muscle burn fat is the beginner to intermediate. But once we move on to the muscle burn fat advanced, then I would fall 300 calories more, because now I'm going to be needing more fuel, right? So then I would bump up when I go to advanced, all right? And then I would just scroll down, and basically they give me all these recipes. And the beauty of these recipes is that it gives you the breakdown for the container system and the 2B mindset. But I just want to show you, I don't know, it should be here, the breakdown of the food of my brackets, but we will talk about that. I just don't want to confuse you when we talk about time nutrition. So the reason we're talking about time nutrition tonight is because a lot of the transformations that you saw pictures for, that all, you know, the individuals that actually got put through this program follow the time nutrition. And Wendy will talk a little bit about that in a second, but the time nutrition is what many of us use to do 80-day obsession, and we got killer results, you guys. And so we want to give you the option to do time nutrition with muscle burn fat, so that you can also, no, I'm not gonna, no, this is annoying. I keep scrolling and it's not giving me. I'm gonna actually show you when I go to, all right, so I'm just gonna go into, hang on one sec. I'm gonna go into the nutrition program ultimate portion fix, so that you can see how to access that. Is it working? The computer is not cooperating. Here we go. It's not moving as fast as I would want it to. All right, so. All right, so I'm gonna click on this ultimate portion fix, and I remember I want to build muscle mass. So if I wanted to maintain a whole different category, so I'm going, so this is what the ultimate portion fix looks like when you go in here, right? You're gonna start here, and Autumn is going to break everything down. And then here are the lessons, and then it goes by module. But obviously you wanna start here first, because she's gonna break it down for you. The videos, again, are not very long, but there are, you know, several videos in each module. And then, hang on. So I'm gonna go to program material. And they give you guys sample meal plans, which is amazing. So if you go here, she gives you 7-day meal plans from plans A through F, and then vegan ones as well. So you have the tools to make this work. All right, so, and then it's in Spanish and in English and all the good stuff. All right, so getting started. I just want to find the list for you guys so that you can see. So foundational fix is basically the basic one that I was just showing you. And I'm just trying to find the list of food that I cannot find right now for the life of me. No, this This is different. This is what Wendy's going to talk about. Give me 1 second, guys. I'm trying to find that list for you guys of the meal plans, but I'm sure many of you guys have seen it, but if you're new, you haven't, so I need to show you. Nope, I don't see it. I'll find it. I'm just gonna let Wendy start, but let me just show you. So there are three ways that you can go with nutrition. The first one is the foundation fix, which many of you guys have been following right now, which is basically finding out, hey, right now I'm following plan B, and I know that in plan B, you know, I get 4 reds, right? And then I get and then I get 4 of my greens, and so on and so forth. And I just kind of spread them out throughout the day. No fixed order. If I want to have, you know, a yellow in the morning and a yellow in the afternoon and a yellow at night, because I get 3 yellows throughout the day, then I pretty much plan it my way. I actually write it out and I'm like, this is the way I want to eat my meals. But with Time Nutrition, Wendy's going to share with you the difference between the foundational fix, which is you figure out when you're going to eat those containers, as long as you eat all your containers, right? With Time Nutrition, she's going to go into it. And then the other one is, let me scroll down, is carb cycling. We're not going to carb cycle right now because you're going to need all the meals and all the containers for muscle burn fat. If you've sampled the meal plan, then you definitely know that you need all the food. So those are the 3 ways, the 3 different nutrition plans that you can choose with the Ultimate Portion Fix. So Wendy, you're in plan C, but not vegan. Let me go up.
Yeah, plan C.
Right here. So Wendy is also, so this is where I would fall as well to build muscle mass. So this is what Wendy's gonna show you guys. This is plan C. So this is 1800 to 2099, right? And then here is, this is what I was actually trying to show you guys, but it's here. Okay, go ahead, Wendy.
Okay, so first of all, hi ladies. I'm so happy that you guys are here. So nutrition is like super duper important, as Gabby was saying, in order for you guys to get results. And when I did the 80-day obsession, was the first time that any of us had actually followed Time Nutrition, and we got killer results. And I will tell you that since then, I pretty much follow it, I would say 85% of the time, in terms of still like figuring out the meals. I actually find this to be better because the way Time Nutrition is you don't have to kind of guess what containers to match. Like it basically is all paired together, and it's going to tell you what to have, when to have it. Okay, and that's the reason why it's timed, because in the regular portion fix, you know, you, like Gabby said, if you fall for here in plan C, you can see that it says 5 greens, which are the veggies. In regular portion fix, you just spread the 5 veggies throughout the 5 different meals, right? We're supposed to be eating 2.5 to 3 hours apart, right? But with Time Nutrition, she's going to tell you exactly, you know, how, when, how to eat it, right? So anyway, you have the 5 veggies, you have the purple is the fruit, you have 3 portions of fruit, 5 of protein, 4 of healthy carbs, 1 healthy fat, 1 is the orange and seeds or dressings, and then the 5 teaspoons, right? Go down, Gabby. So this is it. So if you can maybe squeeze in a little bit, let me see. But basically, it's what you eat matters, right? And she's basically, she's telling you to eat the right foods at the right time to help promote muscle recovery, which is important. As you can see with this MVF, she's going to have us doing some crazy stuff with weights, growth, and boost performance, right? So timing your nutrition can help you ensure your muscles have the protein that they need during those building up phases. It's best to eat your meals every 2 to 3 hours, okay? So that's key. The 4 to 5 hour workout block also plays an important role. That to me, I felt like when I did 80-day obsession, to me that was the main piece to the time nutrition. And the reason why I say that is because the way that she breaks it down, if you look down where it says the workout block, which is the orange side, she wants you to eat an hour to an hour and a half before the workout. Back in the day, I would just get up, drink my Energize, and I was ready to go, right? But when you're doing an intense workout, right, especially if you're doing with weights, you need to have that extra energy into your system to be able to perform better, right? So if in the workout block, you're eating an hour to an hour and a half before the workout, and she tells you right there, if you look on the right side, there's a green, there's a red, and there's a yellow. So you're gonna have, your meal is gonna consist of a veggie, a protein, and a healthy carb, and a teaspoon, okay? And like Gabby said, the beauty of having Beachbody on demand is that we have access to the Fixate cooking show, multiple recipes. So you can just figure out, okay, if I'm going to have this for breakfast, let's just say, obviously, if you're doing it in the morning, what can I make that's going to give me, you know, a green, a red, and a yellow in a teaspoon, right? 20 to 30 minutes before you drink your pre-workout supplement. If any of you guys have tried the Energize, it is thebomb.com. It is the best. It goes right in and it gives you that extra energy so that you can fully go into your workout, right? So you do that 20 to 30 minutes before. During the workout, I love to hydrate. My husband and I love to hydrate. I don't only just drink it for these workouts, but we also run. And we find that it's like a Gatorade. It's a Gatorade without the sugar, and it's really good for you. And then the other important piece is right after you do a killer workout, right? So if you guys did the sample workout, that was a killer workout, right? You need to replenish all that, right? And so you're supposed to eat an hour to 2 hours after the workout. And that's what time nutrition is. She's telling you what to do before, what to do during, and what to do after. And then the other meals, she spreads them out for 2 to 3 hours apart. And again, to the right side, she has you do meal option 1, meal option 2, meal option 3. I like the way she did that, and I'm going to just say this because I know Gabby wanted me to touch base on it. So when I started the program, 80 days, that was an hour-long program. I needed to be done with it by like 6:30 in order for me to be able to get to work and do all that stuff. So I was saying to myself, man, if I'm getting up at 5, do I need to get up like at 4:30? That's too much time. So I remember Autumn mentioning that you can swap a meal so that you don't have to wait the hour and a half before. You could do it within 30 minutes. And obviously one of the best choices to do that with is Shakeology. So if you look at meal option 1, it says 1 veggie, 1 fruit, and 1 protein and a teaspoon. So this I would do as the Shakeology because it goes right into your system really quickly. And you don't have to let it sit there for that long. And I would add like a banana to it, a spinach to it, and I was good to go, and my almond milk. And right there, that I would have before as the pre-workout for the workout block, have the meal, that would be the meal. So you can swap that if you needed to. But if you have the hour before to do the workout, I would say stick to the program, stick to what she's telling you to do. Okay, and then everything else is 2-3 hours after. It is a lot of containers, but again, with me, I was not just maintenance, I wanted to build. So I was breaking up these meals just like this, and I still do it to this day. Look, I went back to my refrigerator because I still have, Gabby, look what I wrote down when I did 80-day obsession. And I literally like wrote down what time, wake up at 5, by 5:20 pre-workout meal, by 5:25, take the Energize, by 5, I mean, it was, but you know what? You needed to do this in order to get those killer results. I did it for myself, and I also color coded it for my husband. These are still here. And I don't need to look at them anymore because it's already ingrained in my head. And like I said, I mostly follow the time nutrition. And I feel like when I do that, you're already eating healthy, but now you're taking it up that notch, and you're seeing like the little peekaboo abs that are there are going to start popping out because you are feeding and you're fueling your body right, and it's going to get you these killer results. What else, Gabby? Let me see. I think go down. What did we want to touch base on?
I just want to emphasize again, guys. So like Wendy said, meal option 1 is the one that you would be swapping if you work on the morning for the pre-workout meal, if you wanted to, like Wendy said. You don't have to, but if you wanted to, all right?
That's if you don't have to, if most people did that if they didn't have the hour to wait.
Correct.
Like, so that would be the easier because you could swap that for like Shakeology in 30 minutes, you could work out.
That's right. And then just to emphasize, this time nutrition is what Wendy said, right? This is not you being like, oh, but you know, I got an extra. No, you got to pair your containers the way Autumn has them, because this is what she knows you need in order to get killer results, right? This is what she put together for you, for your plan. So don't be like, oh, can I have this yellow over here? Because no.
Right. And she was very, and you know what, you need, because if you're taking it up this notch and this is time nutrition, this is like level, like you just leveled up in your nutrition. Why are you going to level up and then not follow it, right? So if you're committing to time nutrition, to me, that means you're very serious about it. And so, yeah, no swapping, because then that defeats, I don't know the science behind it, because I know she knows the science behind it, but there's a reason why she's putting those containers together, so that you get the better results and you're fueling your body right.
Correct. Do you want me to scroll down?
Yes. So there's different, she gives you examples of the meal plans, but I wanted to show, I think it was if you are doing the night, right? Was it, Gabby?
Yep. So right here, if you have the morning workout block, this is what we used to follow.
Yes, exactly. And
so there's an example. So like, yeah, so like Wendy was trying to say, there's an example. So you don't have to be like, I work out in the, in the morning with the 6:30 or the 5 o'clock crew. That's fine. Time nutrition. They got an example for you here.
Right. They have the morning, the midday, and then at the bottom they have workout.
Yep.
Okay.
Sorry guys, Matias comes in and he starts to be rowdy. He always makes an appearance. So yeah, so that's it, right? With the time nutrition, Wendy?
Yep.
Cool. All right, so I'm gonna stop sharing, and then if you guys have any questions, this would be the time. But I just want to say another thing is, I would recommend, today's Thursday, that you start making, you saw what Wendy had, right? You start making out your plan. I also have mine that I've shared, and I'm going to reshare in my chat for you to see. I was on plan C like Wendy, and Jorge was on plan B when we did 80-day obsession. And so I'll share those because they're already laid out. You just got to switch the containers if you don't like the meals that I was having, right? The other thing is, it's Thursday, so Saturday or tomorrow, go food shopping, right? So do the homework, do the work, so that on Monday you're not like, oh, what am I eating today, right? No, don't do that. So Wendy showed you what she did, and then, now if tomorrow you can do that, you can lay out your plan. Take this note. What plan? I showed you from the Beachbody guide, but if you want to do it this way, there's a different way to figure out what plan you fall under. It's your weight times 11, okay? Then you're going to add 400 calories. If you're maintaining, you stay there. Your weight plus times 11 plus 400 calories, that's your maintenance calories. But if you want to lose, minus 750 calories, and that's going to create that deficit. All right, so that's where your plan will be determined by that. All right, so that's how you calculate your weight times 11 plus 400 minus 750. That is how you calculate. All right, so then you do your homework by doing the work that Wendy just showed you that she did for herself and Rudy. I'll show you mine in the chat, and then you're going to go food shopping. because now you already know what you're eating, right? You put it out. So you go food shopping. I recommend going food shopping either tomorrow or Saturday, and then Sunday will be your meal prep day. Guys, if you don't prep, you will not succeed, because if you're hungry, you're gonna go for what's quick. Oh, let me just eat this sandwich. And then that sandwich wasn't in your, in your time nutrition, right? So make sure that you food shop your food prep. If you're doing the ultimate portion fix, guys, go to the section, the videos that says meal prep, food shop, right? She's gonna give you what you need. The tools are there. You have these two amazing food programs at your fingertips now. Do you have anything to say, Wendy, in terms of that before I open it up?
Nope, I think you nailed it. More importantly, I always say prep for success. So, we're showing you guys what needs to be done. Now you guys have to take action, and think about what kind of meals you want to have. Look at the recipes, make a list, go food shopping, and then spend an hour to an hour and a half meal prepping, because it's going to help you, be on point with the nutrition and getting the results that you guys need.
Yeah, and then finally, water consumption is important, you guys. So take your weight, divide that by 2, and that's how much you should be drinking in water. So like, let's say, you weigh 150, then that means that you should be drinking about 75 ounces of water per day, all right? The other thing is sleep. If you did not watch, I'm not gonna go into it, but if you did not watch the call that Wendy and Rudy did on Thursday last week, please reach out to your coach so that they can share it with you. They can tag you. That call was fire. They went into everything about nutrition and how to succeed in your nutrition. They talked about meal prep. They talked about meal planning. They talked about how to enjoy the summer, right? They talked about all of that. So sleep is important. You need to be getting at least 7 to 8 hours of sleep a day. And I love the way they broke it down. Many of us are getting like 6 hours, right? But you're supposed to be getting 8 hours. And Autumn always says, you want optimal results, you gotta sleep. Because what ends up happening is that if you only sleeping 6 hours, but should be sleeping 8, now you lost 2 hours in one day. So times that by 7, right? Now you've lost 14 hours. That's like almost 2 days of sleep, right? Think about it. When they said that, I was like, holy moly, right? So you got to be on your game with that. The other thing is, dealing with stress. Guys, I know, I get it. We're dealing with a pandemic. I mean, that is stressful enough. And so I think that knowing that and Wendy's a psychotherapist, so I know that, she can give tips. But I feel like if you are preparing yourself, your mindset that I'm going to do this, I'm going to go meal, shopping, I'm going to prep my meals, I'm going to write it down so I know what I'm doing. Also schedule that workout. Guys, if you just leave your workout up to, I don't know what, then it's not going to happen. Like if your boss puts an important meeting in your calendar, you're not going to cancel it. You're like, oh man, 3 p.m., I got to show up. Same thing. That's why that 6:30, the 5 a.m. crew is so crucial, because by, 5:30, those girls are done. By 7 o'clock, we're done, the 6:30 crew. Why? Because we schedule it in. We're not just leaving it up to, fate that it will happen. No, we're making it happen. Schedule that workout, because if you don't schedule it, it won't happen. It's an important meeting with yourself. Don't cancel it, and don't leave it up to, oh, I'll just work out, whenever I come back, or, because stuff is going to happen. All right. So those are important things. So I think that dealing with this pandemic, if you schedule what's happening around you, what you control, right? What you have control over, your water, your sleep, your meals, working, making sure you know when you're going to work out, then you're going to succeed. Then your level of stress goes down, and then you get results. All right. So If Wendy doesn't have anything else to say, I'm just going to open it up for quick questions because I know we actually, because I started around this time. So we're like about an hour right now. So any question, Wendy, you got something?
No, you got it.
Any question, you guys?
With muscle burn fat, we need to.
I can't hear. Is it me or my volume is low? Maybe it's just my volume. Go ahead.
With muscle burn fat, we need to eat 60 minutes to 90 minutes before.
So that's what, go ahead, Wendy.
That's only if you're following time nutrition.
Okay, yeah, that's what I'm gonna do.
Decide to choose. So remember that there's 3 paths. We're not gonna do carb depletion because you guys, so it's either the regular foundational fix, which is what you guys have been following if you're doing the container system.
Yes.
Or if you're leveling up, you're gonna be doing time nutrition. So if it's time nutrition, then yes. The idea is to eat an hour and a half before the workout.
Okay, perfect. Thank you.
But Abigail, you wake up to work out with us at 6:30. That means that you would have to wake up at 5.
I'm up at 4:45.
Right.
My
recommendation would be to switch your meal 1 option to the pre-workout option.
Okay.
Okay. So instead of having the pre-workout meal, you are going to have meal 1, which is Shakeology.
Okay.
Because literally we were waking up at 5 and I'm like, there's no way I'm waking up at like, 4, whatever, to eat. Right. So I would literally wake up, drink my shake and get right into the workout. Like literally. Okay. All right. So where do I find this? Thank you, Donna, for asking that question. So there's a unit section under quarantine, which is our challenge group, our private accountability group. Units, it's called units. If you click on that, you're going to find videos on how to take your measurements, on how to take pictures. And there's a section for the Zoom workout at 5 a.m. and the 6:30 a.m. They're the same ones, Monday through Friday. It's just for added accountability. We meet at 5. Well, I don't meet at 5. Lisa and Jasenia, and then we meet at 6:30. So you will find those there. And there's also meal plans that are posted there on a weekly basis that you can utilize. I will share as well in the team page, the big one, the quarantine, what goes into each container so that when you are writing out your meal plan, you know what to put in the green container, in the yellow container, in the red container, so that you're not guessing. Any questions? There's a lot of, I see a lot. I'm going to try to go through it, but if you can just unmute yourself, it'll be easier that way to ask me questions directly.
I was just saying that there's a lot of, that list is actually in there that you can print out for what goes in each container. I found it really helpful, actually.
Yes.
And you go down the list and it goes by importance. So whatever higher on the list is more important. I found that very helpful for me to know like what, because obviously a piece of bread doesn't fit in a container, so it would be one, so stuff like that. So it goes right, there's a list that's printable on there too for everybody.
Right. So
really
we will post that one. Yes. So what Heather said is spot on. So if you stay on the top, when you see the list, you'll know what we're talking about. If you stay on the top of the list, that has the most nutritional value. Those items or those foods have the most nutritional items. So so for example, spinach and kale have more nutritional value than lettuce. So if I'm not saying not to eat at the bottom of the list, because if it's there, we're allowed. But try to always stick on the top of the list. Thank you, Heather, for bringing that up. Anything else? No? Anyone? I see a lot of stuff. I don't know if you guys had questions. I'm trying to read very fast. No?
I know at the beginning hi, it's me, Vicky. I know at the beginning it's helpful for people to see like other people's meals. Because even though we all eat, we cook, or we go out to eat, when it comes to, oh my gosh, you have to prep or you have to figure out a meal for a whole week, sometimes people kind of get stuck when really it's not that hard. For me, I did what's easy. I kind of made the same meals all the time, but I'm boring. I always say I'm boring. It's not that I refuse to try recipes, because I do like to try new recipes, but it was just so easy. I just made the same meals all the time and it just worked for me. I mean, it was still, you know, maintaining my portions and staying within my calorie bracket. And when, you know, when we're working as hard as we are and burning as many calories as we are, you love those veggies that you wouldn't normally be eating that many of, but you do. And then your body gets used to it. So for me, I'll definitely post what I ate. The Time Nutrition was amazing. It really gave me, like the rest of us have said, it really gave me the best results. And I did for that program, for 80-Day Obsession, I went in all in 100%. No coffee, no wine. Well, I drank black coffee, which, oh my God, that's like cutting off my hand. But I think I'm going to do the same for this. I just want to see what my best results will be if I go all in. You know, it doesn't mean that everybody has to do that. And definitely, you know, we don't shame here. So, you know, you do the best you can, but try to stick to the containers as best as possible. But going back to the plan, I was on plan A, so I still have my papers and everything. So I will share what some of the meals were that I did, and I followed it every single day. And those papers were my Bible. I would go back and I would look every single day. Oh, okay. Oh, what time is it? Yep. And I had a little booklet that I had purchased. You don't have to have that, but it definitely helped.
Yep. Thank you, Vicky. So I'm going to recommend 2 calls that you watch before Monday and before meal prep. The first one is the call that Rosas had on Thursday last week. What I'll do is I'll bump it. Like, actually, if you go under announcements in the team, in quarantine, in our challenge group, is up there. It's actually pinned to the top. So it's under announcements. So when you go into your, even if it's on your phone, just look right at the top. It says announcement is right there. So the call they had about nutrition, actually, if it's not there, I'll pin it now. And then the other one is the call I had where I break down what goes into each of these, right? Also how to count your almond milk. If you are not going 100% or maybe doing 90% of the nutrition and want to have that glass of wine, maybe 3 times a week, I go over that as well. If you want to have chocolate, if you want, you know, I'm just putting it out there. It's there for you guys, right? We want this to be enjoyable. We want you to eat the food that you like, right? Don't try to eat the food that someone else is eating, because if you don't like spinach, why eat it, right? Try something that you like instead. So watch the Rosas call. I'm going to bump that, and then watch my nutrition call as well. That's also under announcements. And that's pretty much it, you guys, what we have tonight. I'm super excited that we're starting this together on Monday. If you have any questions, please do not keep it to yourself. Ask your coach, ask in the group, ask in the chat, because if you are wondering, I promise you, you're not the only one with the same question. And when you ask in a group setting, you are helping someone else. All right, you guys? That's it. That's all we got for tonight. Thank you so much for joining. I'm super excited, and we're going to do amazing. Day 1 is on Monday.
Let's get it, guys.
Get it. Have a great night, guys.